Hello, everybody. This is Joshua Hayes at BigWaveTrading.com coming to you with the January 29 stock market report for you to use tomorrow and probably for this week, for the rest of the week next week, because the market really is just not going anywhere. And proof of that is the 3.36% gain yesterday by the S&P 500 was met with a 3.31% drop today on the S&P 500. So this is not a market that definitely wants to go anywhere fast at all. And this can also be seen by looking at the Nasdaq. And as you can see on the Nasdaq, there we go. The day before it was up 3.55%, and today it was down 3.24%. So it's just not going anywhere. And I'm randomly going to select this date in January for a short-term trend and show you that. Let me go up one. Right there, from the 14th to the 29th, the stock market and the Nasdaq's only gone 1.22%. And what's worse is that if you go to around October, and we see, let's get to the 27th, you can see still from October 27th to now, January 29th, the stock market has moved 0.13%. So it's going nowhere. And this is why, honestly, no matter what people have told you to buy or go short the past 3 months, what I've recommended is to stay small in everything because the market right now is trendless. So since around middle December, I've been like, you can't go long or short anything heavily dosed unless it's perfect, because the November lows and highs, we're stuck in between them. So until we get out of them, we're not going to trend one way or the other. So we got to be tight, keeps our longs and shorts small. But I've seen people tell you to load up here on this bargain and load up here on that bargain. And this is just getting ridiculous to hear this stuff over and over, because we're going nowhere fast. And still, the long-term trend going back to the beginning of January, if we just look at a yearly chart, we're down still 36% just during the past 12 months. So it's kind of odd that people want to be bullish when the long-term trend is down. The intermediate term trend from July, August, June is down. And from October 27th to now, 0.13% not moving anywhere. And from 2 weeks ago to now, just a 1% move, not going anywhere. So we're just down to flat. We're only up from the November lows. And on the NASDAQ, from then to now, it's only been 14% in right around over 2 months. So in over 2 months, only a 14% move. And that's not a bull market, because leading stocks aren't leading the way. What's leading the way are stocks that have been so, let me see if even it is, Fannie Mae. Like Fannie Mae sold so far off, Freddie Mac sold so far off, Goldman Sachs was so far off, so was Citi. But Citi's now fell back, and Bank of America, same thing. But Morgan Stanley, as you can see. So basically what you're getting is you're getting a bounce from oversold stocks like Apple, that I've been short for a long time. You're getting a bounce from there. RIM, that I've been short for a while. You can see the bounce there. SDA, a stock that I've been short for a 77% gain. You can see the bounce. SEDC, it's giving me a 77% gain. You can see that hitting a new low. CETV, 86% gain. You can see how that had a rally from November to January. So you can see why the market bounced. It was extremely oversold, and where the 200-day moving average is, we are still extremely oversold. So I can't see wanting to be long anything more than a short term. However, tonight, 3 new longs. 1 is very speculative, 2 are very nice, and we're going to go in detail into those 3 longs on part 2, even though I have a headache, and I got to be honest, my head's killing me right now, but I'm still going to do it for you guys. I was going to not do a video 2, but I want to go over these 3 longs because 2 of them are early, and I'm breaking one of my own rules with 2 of these longs. But you're going to learn why technical analysis and the stock market overall is a science and an art. Sometimes you see things that make you want to make a decision before the rules actually are hit. Let's see how much time we have left. Plenty of time. Cool. Let's just go ahead and look at the New York Stock Exchange also, just to show you that we were up 3.5% yesterday, down 3.65% today. About the only good news you can have is lower volume. That's why on this breakdown, I'm not going to say this should start the downtrend. On this breakdown here, I said the downtrend should definitely start. Then it didn't, and I was like, unbelievable, unbelievable. Market's got some life. Then it breaks down again. I'm like, okay, here's where the downtrend, where we break the November lows and get the another big leg. Nope, absolutely not. We, find support somehow. And now, so this break, after going above the 50, breaking down below it, and you can see here with the NASDAQ, let's show this, same thing, getting above the 50, breaking down below it. I would say normally this must be the one that leads us lower, but I'm not going to say that just in case it don't. But if we do go to November lows, I won't be shocked because I still have 38 freaking shorts. Are they all smaller than what I'd like them to be? Yes. And I went short 7 stocks recently, covered 3 of those, so now I only have 4 of them short. Now all 7 are back to making money again. So it's a tough market. That's what a choppy market does. Is it upsetting me? Absolutely not, because I've made a ton of money in uptrends, and I've made great and good money in downtrends. 2008 was just an okay year, but I know it's going to get better. I'm not dumb, and I know after bad years, you get great years eventually. And even if we go to a socialist system, there'll still be a few exciting companies because we'll still have a capitalistic economic system which rewards the best innovative companies. So there's got to be something. If somebody comes out with nanodust, if somebody comes out with teleportation, let's say, and let's say they're making big money, their stock's going to rise. No matter what, though, a sector's going to move higher, like, education stocks. I'm not long any of them, so I'll show you, like Coco, very nice. ESI did, very nice. APOL, very nice, STRA, okay, still good, So there you go. There's a nice little, there's always this bull market somewhere. I guess that's what that Nut Kramer says. So let's go and move on. Oil, in between that 40-45 area that I believe it'll probably be around, or 35-40, 35.50 is probably safer. So between 35.50, oil will probably be there for a little while. Hope I'm wrong. Hope it goes to 30. But actually, that'd be bad and signify that this economy is really falling off a cliff. So I'm not sure what I want oil to do, to be honest with you. I've got mixed emotions. Platinum, very bullish day. So when it got over the 50-day moving average, I said, okay, time to start along in platinum or to cover a lot of your short because you got a big gain on your shorts whenever it went below the 50, then below the 200 in July. So then you're supposed to go long in July, and here is the bounce where I would say it's time to buy a lot. Back here it was too, this 3% move, I would say you buy more platinum, and here I say you buy more platinum with this 2% move. So you know where I am with that. Oh, excuse me for a second. Excuse me, everybody. I'm dealing with a cold, got a headache, but at least it's not any of my multiple sclerosis acting up, so we're okay. So no biggie. And we do get colds on Maui. Some of you guys keep saying, oh, I can't believe you got a cold on Maui. Obviously, when you're used to 80, 90 degrees weather and it dips down to 55, things aren't going to go right. So silver, as you can see, had a bullish session. Overall, kind of a big tail, but still bullish. And then let's look at gold. And there's nothing but bullish about that. Gold is very good now. It's above the 5,200. You'd want to have a decent long position if you traded commodities by now, but you would have wanted to have had that with that move back here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, you're up 5.6%. And with the 50 almost crossing the 200, if you use that as a buy-sell signal, when the 50 crosses the 200 to the upside, that's another long buy. So commodities are looking good. Now, how is that's a 2-day. I'm so sorry, but it's still same thing. Once the 50 gets over the 200, here it is. Boom, that's another buy signal. So you had the buy signal back here. In 7 days, almost 6% gain, another buy signal coming up. Now, last thing we look at is the dollar. How's the dollar looking? Good, bouncing right off the 50-day moving average. So not only is silver bullish, platinum bullish, and gold bullish, but the United States dollar isn't crashing. It's still bullish. The markets stink. They're going nowhere. Gold's going up, silver's going up, platinum's going up, dollar's going up. And I have 3 new longs and 1 new short, and we are going to go over them in part 2. Also, we do have 1 partial sell. There is a stock we went long, and I'm going to sell about 20-25% of it, and I'll tell you exactly and go into detail why we're selling it there. So we'll be back with part 2, and hopefully my head doesn't explode. Have a great night, everybody, or a great day. Aloha.